Om. Om. So we are studying the chakras. We have so far studied 6 chakras, and today we will be reading about the Sahasrara Chakra or the crown chakra, the 7th chakra. Now, just keep in mind that the chakras that we're talking about are in our subtle body. So the chakras or the energy circles are not in our physical form. So any body which is postmortem done, you would not find any of these energy circles in physical form, but they are in our energy body or the Sukshma Sarira. So the subtle body contains these energy circles. And while we're studying chakras, we should also know briefly that the chakras are directly connected to the life force or the pranas. And therefore, the pranayama are significant in order to energize your energy circles. We've been reading about the indicators to indicate if our chakras, particular chakra is in balance or activate or not. And by guiding our prana, life force, to particular direction and quality of it, we energize particular chakra. Together with chakras, we should also know that we have in our subtle body the knots or granthi, as it is known, or the knots. These are the knots which are like a lump which holds your prana. So if you are not regularly practicing pranayama, your prana, the life force that we take it, are not distributed as it required. we spoken about 5 major vayus or 5 major pranas, and each one of them has its own designated area of spreading the prana. Now, the purpose of that is to not allow the granthi or the knots to form. So we have those knots, mainly 3 knots in the subtle body. If the knots are not allowed, it helps your energy circles to be more active. So today, at the end of it, we will briefly read about these knots and how they are connected with the different vayus or different pranas. So we'll complete the crown chakra understanding briefly today. And we will have the yoga asanas for activating crown chakra, pranayama, and meditation. Next class, before we start our, as I mentioned last class, that we want to do the Sudarshan Kriya or understand and practice Sudarshan Kriya. But before that, we will spend one more class working on all 7 chakras together. So from today until we complete the all 7 chakras meditation together, which will be next class. And after that, we will start what is Sudarshan Kriya, how does it work, and we will practice that. So with that announcement, let us continue reading on the crown chakra. So let us say the crown chakra, what are the element? The element is the thought. Thought is the element of your crown chakra. Keywords: consciousness, knowing, meditation. Lessons: universal or cosmic consciousness is within me and I am in that. Cosmic consciousness is within me and I am in that. Inner state: self-realization. Basic need: oneness with the divine. Color: violet and white. Gland: pituitary. Location: the center of your skull. The other body part that it connects to is central nervous system, sense. Element of sense is nose. None. That means crown chakra does not have any sense gratification, so to say. As we have studied in our previous chakras, each one is got a sense of hearing or seeing or smelling. The crown chakra has no sense perception. Guna operates on sattva guna. The symbolic flower has 1,000 petals. Imagine the flower, a lotus flower with 1,000 lotus petals. Presiding deity is Shiva and Shakti. In other words, masculine and feminine. Numerological number is number 9. Zodiac sign is Leo. And the recommendation for food is fasting. In other words, a short-term fasting, no intake of food. Now the list of the indicator that indicates your crown chakra is in balance or activated or not. So the first list is to indicate the indication of chakra being in balance. First, mental clarity. 2, sense of higher purpose. 3, inner serenity.
Acharya, please repeat number 3.
Sorry.
Please repeat number 3.
Number 3 is inner serenity. Serenity, you are at peace. Serenity basically it means that you are at peace by nature. Deep connection with all. Able to live in present moment, here and now. Next, sense of wholeness. As we said, sense of wholeness is that you are complete. You are that. And the last, being in meditative state. Now let's check what are the pointers that indicate that our crown chakra is not active or balanced. Number 1, apathy or boredom with the life. Someone who is easily get bored with whatever is happening in life at any point of time. 2, lack of empathy or compassion. 3, lack of higher direction. 4, next, spiritual disconnection. Next, rigid self-identity. Or being self-critical. Greed, lust. State of confusion. These are the few pointers or indicators that indicates we can check ourselves. Is my crown chakra active? Is it in balance or not? By putting this list in front and checking, doing our own study about ourselves. Now, the daily affirmation that can help. First, free from attachment and limiting thoughts. Next, I am connected to all. When we say all living being and apparently non-living being. I am boundless and infinite. Everything I seek is within me. I am divinely guided and inspired. I recognize divine light in everyone. I tap into my inner wisdom. I love and accept myself. Here, when we say myself, as we appear to be, smaller self. I love and accept myself. And the last that I would recommend is to be in the state of meditative by affirming, I am that, or I am pure consciousness. I am that. I am pure consciousness. Things that you could do every day in our daily routine. The enlightenment is beyond our reach at moment, but peace and clarity are ours to enjoy. So, in other words,
Acharya, you didn't tell us the color.
violet and white. So, symbols are a flower with 1,000 petals, location the skull, the center of the skull, color violet and white. The chant for your crown chakra is Aum, A-U-M. All right, things that one can do on a daily basis in order to activate or balance your crown chakra is do a short-term fasting. So if you happen to have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, skip one of it to start with, which is called short-term fasting. at least to start with. And then you can, if it works, you can then do the observe fasting throughout the day. That means skip 2 meals, then finally skip all 3 meals. Give your intestine a break, let it enjoy the rest time. So fasting, short-term fasting. Second, spend some time on serving others. In other words, be useful to anyone in and around you. In your house, in your family, or in community. Offer some service, some time, expecting nothing in return. Provide quality time serving others. Try to study or learn Reiki, acupuncture or acupressure, and tapping therapy. So to start with, you could help yourself by tapping different part of your body, as we have done sometime. But while tapping, you must be fully aware the purpose of your tapping and what actually is happening by tapping. Try to find time to attend a face-to-face satsang or meeting or virtual meeting where you could indulge in talking or listening higher values or wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Next, try to avoid sense gratification. Now, what does it mean, avoid sense gratification? You cannot avoid the taste bud or eating. But in other words, be acutely aware whenever you are eating, what you are eating, how does it taste, who made it, how was it made. Get into detail of what you are eating and express gratitude for it. And that does not result to sense gratification. That is taken as the need for survival. Similarly, away from sense gratification is first and foremost these days is to screen time, reduce the screen time, whether it's a television or mobile or iPad or laptop or whatever. Spend less time on screen, watching screen. Next, try to practice living in the present moment, here and now. Whatever is happening, whatever that you are doing, be totally aware of it. Live in that moment. In other words, do not think of your past because there is no past. Do not think of future because there is no future. All is this moment, here, right now. And the last and most important, meditation. Without fail, find time every day to be with yourself. You can adopt any method of your choice, watching your breath, chanting a mantra or trataka, whatever. but ultimately be still and silent. Start with whatever time it is possible, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but do not miss. Close your eyes, relax your body, and simply sit in comfortable posture. Maintain silence and stillness. You could either watch thoughts without judging, watch your breath, or inner mental chanting, or any other method. But meditation every day. So with that introduction, now let us see what are the yoga asanas that one should do for the crown chakra. Crown chakra, as we know, is the top of your skull, and I would recommend only 3 asanas. There are many. If you look onto the different books, there are many, but 3. 1, Adho Mukha Svanasana or Parbatasana. Stay in Parbatasana, do your normal breathing, hang your head down, your drashti, your focus is watching your toes in that posture, watching your stomach muscles moving with each inhalation and exhalation, feeling the light or the lightness on your skull, the center of your skull. When you are in that asana, Parbatasana, here is your head, and you bring your focus ultimately to your center of your skull. And while in that posture, feel the lightness or emptiness. Second is headstand. Sirsasana. Now, Sirsasana may not be easy initially. As I have said earlier, take a support of a wall or any other surface. Go closer to the wall. Rest your head on the floor. Support it with both arms or your elbows, and slowly lift your legs up. Now, you might have feeling of dropping your legs on opposite side or other side, but the support of your wall or the surface will hold it. And ultimately, you are standing on your head. Hold on to that posture. Do your chanting, watch your breath, whatever, but stay there for at least count of 20, at least. These are the 3 asanas that are excellent for your crown chakra. So the third one is to sit in Vajrasana and inhale. As you exhale, place your arms behind you and put your head down. I'm going to show you all 3. I'm just describing now, but I'll explain or display all 3. So sit in Vajrasana, your back upright, do the inhalation, and with exhalation, chin lock, head down, put your head down, place your arms behind you or beside you. But when I say beside you, not that your wrist is on your mat, but try to put your elbows on mat as well. That's a starting. Second time, lift your upper body, sit up again in Vajrasana. Inhale, then exhale, go into that posture and roll your head from forehead to the center of your skull. Roll your head. So in this third asana, what I practice is to do the mental chanting. When I'm inhaling, I mentally chant, I am. When I go down, exhale, I would say light or divine light. That's what I mean, divine light. Second time, when I roll my head and put the center of my skull on the floor, I would say peace or bliss. In other words, I am light. That's the first step. And second step, peace. Similarly, in Sirsasana, the chant that I follow is I am pure consciousness. And when your head hanging down in Parvatasana, your mental chant is Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. These are mental chant as an affirmation of what we are. So quickly, I show you all three, just in case you have any. Let me adjust the camera. So the first one is to go into Parvatasana. So my chin lock, head hanging down, my eyes looking at the toes, normal breathing. Sat Chit Ananda. Stay in that as long as comfortable. You can sit up in Vajrasana and do it again. Ideally spend about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Second, Sirsasana. So I interlock my fingers, place my head there, and lift my legs up. That is two. The third one is to be in Vajrasana. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and roll my head. So these are the three asanas that one can do every day. If you have any question, ask me now. And we do the different pranayama. So again, for crown chakra, only 2 different pranayamas are practiced. First, Kapalbhati. We know that very well, Kapalbhati. But Kapalbhati, while doing Kapalbhati, your focus is your crown chakra. So you are breathing out forcefully 1 per second, 60 per minute. And while doing it, your focus is the center of your head. And this must be done for minimum 10 minutes. Minimum. Now, just in case you cannot continue 10 minutes without break, you can take a break or pause and restart. But ideally, it should be done in one go for 10 minutes. So that's first pranayam. Second pranayam is to take your first 3 fingers, hold your thumb with the little finger, press it here, or do not press, but just touch here, and do your normal breathing in and out, and each time do a gentle tapping. Gentle tapping. Now, just by doing this continuously, you may have your arm hurting you or aching. You can rest, take the other, and tap. Spend another 10 minutes. Gentle tapping. Now, the tapping is one thing. What is most important, while tapping, do the affirmation. Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. 1. Second, you can, these are the options. That's 1. Second, I am pure consciousness. And the third, the short one, I am that. I am that. So where is the breathing involved? Normal breathing. You do not have to synchronize that when you lift your fingers up, you inhale, when you tap, you exhale. Not necessary, because then your mind is just watching that coordination. Your attention is just pointing here, gentle tapping. I am that. I am pure consciousness. Sat Chit Ananda. That's your breath. The last part, the meditation part of dhyana. Simple. Either sit in comfortable posture with your back upright, or lie down on your back, or sit on your chair, whatever is comfortable. Be very comfortable. Eyes closed, but roll your eyeballs to the inner corner and lift your eyeballs and fix your focus, the center of your head, and try to visualize the divine light in the color violet or pure white is flowing into your skull through the 1,000-petal flower. You open up to receive that divine light. Feel the flow of light, the soothing warmth. feeling the soothing light flowing into you, received by the 1,000 petal flower on your crown chakra. Once that visualization is established, slowly start feeling that light that you receive is spread throughout your body, throughout all 7 chakras. So the divine light in color violet or white flowing into you through your crown chakra, descending to your Ajna chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, Anahata chakra, Manipura chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, Mula chakra or Muladhara chakra. And by that, you are receiving divine light into you, spreading throughout your body, energizing all 7 chakras. Stay focused on visualizing the light, the divine light in the color violet, white. As you continue watching the light falling on you, spreading throughout your body, feel the attitude of peace, acceptance, love. Being aware of the divine light, you are now in alignment, in harmony with the existence of cosmic power, the infinite, eternal. You are in harmony and receiving that divine energy, energizing all your 7 chakras, and without blocking it, you let it flow out of you to the Mother Earth. Imagine you let that flow of divine light pass on beyond your Muladhara chakra into Mother Earth, wherever you are sitting or lying, whereby you become a channel, a pure channel of receiving that divine love, divine light, divine peace, and you spread that divinity in the form of light and love. keeping your eyes gently closed. Join me chanting A, U, by keeping your attention, your focus, your awareness onto your crown chakra. Let us chant Aum 7 times. Sato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, God, for giving us air to breathe. Thank you, God, for giving us water to drink. Thank you, God, for giving us sun for energy. Thank you, God, for giving us food to eat. Thank you, God, for giving us good health and happiness. Thank you, God, for giving us positivity. Thank you, God, for your love, your protection, your guidance, your blessings. Thank you, God, for the existence. Thank you for giving me a chance to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya ji.
Acharya ji.
Thank you, Acharya ji.
Thank you very much. So to practice this, hope that you find time to do this. And next Thursday, we shall do all 7 chakras together. If you have questions, if you have doubt, if you have comment, please let me know or share on the group. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya.
Thank you, Acharya ji.
Thank you, everybody.
Wonderful day ahead to you too.
Thank you.